Did you know that 12 people in a conference room can influence the rate on your mortgage for the next 30 years? Yeah, I couldn't get a group of 12 people to agree on pizza toppings, but somehow these 12 steer the entire US economy. Let's talk about the Federal Reserve, the most powerful bank you'll never be allowed to walk into. You and I can't open a checking account there. The Federal Reserve is the bank that banks bank at. The Fed has two big responsibilities. First, to keep the economy at something close to full employment. And second, to keep inflation low, ideally around 2%. Two simple goals that are somehow about as easy as threading a needle during an earthquake. They manage all of this using a couple of principal tools. The first one is called open market operations. That means the buying or selling of treasury securities. When they buy, they pump money into the economy, like giving it a shot of espresso. When they sell, they pull money out of the economy, more like taking away that espresso and suggesting decaf. The second tool the Fed uses is called the federal funds rate. It's the only rate that the Fed directly controls. And this is what banks pay to borrow money overnight. It doesn't directly set mortgage rates, but it does influence things like prime rate. So your home equity line of credit, your HELOC, and business loans, they definitely care. The group that sets this rate is the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee. 12 members of the Federal Reserve who meet 8 times a year to decide the fate of your financial future. Think of it like an economic Hogwarts, but with fewer robes and way more spreadsheets. The next meeting is on December 10th, next Wednesday, and they may or may not cut rates. Classic Fed, mysterious as ever. But here's the plot twist. Even if the Fed cuts rates, mortgage rates might not fall. A rate cut is a stimulus, and stimulus can eventually mean higher inflation. And if mortgage rates had a list of things they hate, inflation would be number one, right above sugar ants. So what should you actually watch? Well, really, Jerome Powell's press conference right after the rate announcement. That's where he explains how the Fed sees its future. If he hints that the economy is slowing and inflation is cooling, that's when mortgage rates can drop. Crazy, right? 12 people, one room, and the power to influence what you pay for the next 30 years. It's like 12 people deciding the price of your future, and you weren't even invited to the meeting. For the week, rates are flat as they await the results of next week's FOMC meeting. Be sure to follow me so you can stay up to date on what mortgage rates are doing and why. Well, I'll talk to you soon.